Hello, my fellow explorers. Join me today to uncover the hidden secrets in the depths of history. I will take you on an exciting journey to different worlds and incredible time periods. Get ready to travel back in time and meet exceptional personalities, epic battles, and astonishing places that will transport you to another world. We will explore events shaped by heroes, locations, and cultural transformations that have influenced our world today. Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King Jr., born on January 15, 1929, in Atlanta, Georgia, was a prominent figure in the American Civil Rights Movement. His tireless efforts and unwavering commitment to justice and equality transformed the landscape of America. King's life story is one of courage, resilience, and determination, as he fought against racial segregation and discrimination to pave the way for a more inclusive and equitable society. This is the account of his remarkable journey. Growing up in Atlanta, King was raised in a loving and nurturing home by his parents, Reverend Martin Luther King Sr. and Alberta Williams King. From an early age, he was exposed to the realities of racial inequality in the segregated South. Despite the challenges, his parents instilled in him a strong sense of pride and self-worth, teaching him the values of love, compassion, and non-violence. King's education played a pivotal role in shaping his worldview. After attending segregated public schools in Atlanta, he enrolled in Morehouse College at the age of 15. It was here that he was exposed to the teachings of Mahatma Gandhi and the philosophy of non-violent resistance. Inspired by these principles, King became determined to fight for justice and equality. After graduating from Morehouse College in 1948, King pursued theological studies at Crozer Theological Seminary in Pennsylvania. During his time there, he deepened his understanding of social justice and became increasingly involved in the civil rights movement. In 1951, he received his Bachelor of Divinity degree and went on to earn his doctorate in systematic theology from Boston University in 1955. King's leadership in the civil rights movement began in earnest in 1955 when he was chosen to lead the Montgomery bus boycott. The boycott was a response to the arrest of Rosa Parks, an African-American woman who refused to give up her seat on a segregated bus. King's eloquence and commitment to nonviolent resistance inspired the African-American community to unite and boycott the bus system for over a year, ultimately leading to a Supreme Court ruling declaring racial segregation on public buses unconstitutional. The success of the Montgomery bus boycott catapulted King into national prominence. In 1957, he co-founded the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, SCLC, an organization dedicated to achieving civil rights through non-violent protest and civil disobedience. As the president of the SCLC, King traveled extensively, delivering powerful speeches and organizing peaceful demonstrations to bring attention to the injustices faced by African Americans. One of King's most iconic moments came in 1963 when he delivered his famous "I Have a Dream" speech during the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom. Standing on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial, he captivated the nation with his vision of a future where racial equality would prevail. His words echoed across the country, inspiring millions to join the fight for civil rights. Despite King's commitment to nonviolence, he faced numerous threats and acts of violence throughout his life. His home was bombed, and he was arrested multiple times for his participation in peaceful protests. However, he remained resolute in his pursuit of justice, refusing to be deterred by those who sought to silence him. In 1964, King became the youngest ever recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize for his non-violent resistance to racial injustice. This prestigious honor further solidified his place as a global leader in the fight for equality. King used his platform to advocate for a wide range of civil rights issues, including voting rights, fair housing, and economic justice. Tragically, on April 4, 1968, King's life was cut short when he was assassinated in Memphis, Tennessee. His death sent shockwaves throughout the nation and sparked riots in several cities. The loss of such a visionary leader was deeply felt, but his legacy endured. Martin Luther King Jr.'s impact on American society cannot be overstated. Through his tireless efforts, he brought about significant legislative changes, including the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965, which outlawed racial segregation and discrimination. His vision of a just and equitable society continues to inspire generations of activists fighting for social justice. Beyond his legislative achievements, King's legacy lies in his ability to unite people from all walks of life in the pursuit of a common goal. His unwavering commitment to non-violence and his emphasis on love and understanding as the path to progress continue to resonate today. His life story serves as a reminder of the power of the individual to effect meaningful change and leaves an indelible mark on the history of the United States. Martin Luther King Jr.'s life story is filled with significant moments and contributions that shaped the civil rights movement and left a lasting impact on American society. Following the success of the Montgomery bus boycott, King became a leading figure in the fight against racial segregation. He organized and participated in several landmark protests, including the Birmingham Campaign in 1963. This campaign sought to end discriminatory practices in one of the most segregated cities in the United States. King's strategy of non-violent direct action, coupled with powerful speeches and peaceful demonstrations, drew national attention and brought about important changes. One of the most pivotal moments in King's career came with the passage of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. This landmark legislation outlawed racial segregation and discrimination in public spaces, employment, and education. King's tireless advocacy and the collective efforts of countless civil rights activists played a crucial role in the passage of this historic law. King's commitment to voting rights was also instrumental in advancing the cause of civil rights. In 1965, he led the Selma to Montgomery marches, demanding equal voting rights for African Americans. The brutal violence inflicted upon peaceful protesters during these marches, particularly on Bloody Sunday, shocked the nation and galvanized support for voting rights reform. The efforts of King and others led to the passage of the Voting Rights Act of 1965, which removed discriminatory barriers to voting. King's activism went beyond racial equality. He recognized the interconnectedness of various forms of oppression and advocated for economic justice. In 1968, he launched the Poor People's Campaign, a movement that aimed to address poverty and economic inequality across racial lines. Tragically, King was assassinated before the campaign could fully materialize, but his vision of economic justice continues to inspire social and economic reform movements to this day. In addition to his activism, King was a prolific writer and orator. His speeches, essays, and books continue to resonate with audiences around the world. He eloquently articulated the aspirations of the civil rights movement and challenged individuals to confront their own prejudices. King's words, such as, "Darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that," continue to inspire and guide the pursuit of justice and equality. King's legacy extends beyond the civil rights movement. He sparked a wave of social change that reverberated globally, inspiring movements for human rights and social justice around the world. His philosophy of non-violence and his unwavering commitment to justice and equality continue to influence activists and leaders across generations. Recognizing the significance of King's contributions, the United States honors him with a national holiday, observed on the third Monday in January. This day, known as Martin Luther King Jr. Day, serves as a reminder of his vision and a call to action for individuals to continue working towards a more just and inclusive society. Martin Luther King Jr.'s life story stands as a testament to the power of courage, love, and perseverance in the face of injustice. His unwavering commitment to non-violent resistance, his ability to inspire millions, and his tireless efforts to bring about social change continue to serve as an inspiration for generations to come. And so, we conclude our journey in the ancient worlds of the past. I have thoroughly enjoyed sharing these amazing stories with you, and I hope they have added value to our understanding of the past and its impact on the present. Subscribe to our channel and activate the notification bell to stay ready for more historical adventures in the future. Press the like button and share your thoughts in the comments about the episode and your suggestions for future episodes.